Hello, everyone. This is Katie Martin. We're about to start the presentation here live from the Atlanta District. If you can, please be sure and mute your phones for me. I've been trying to make sure everybody was muted as they entered, but there's not really much I can do about it when we get started in the middle of it. So please make sure you're muted, and we will get started. So, welcome to the virtual meeting for the Atlanta District 2019-2022 Rural Transportation Improvement Program May 2020 revision. My name is Katie Martin, and I'm the Advanced Planning Engineer for the Atlanta District. We are here today to go over the projects that need to be added in the upcoming May 2020 revision of the 2019-2022 Archetype. The Archetype is the Rural Transportation Improvement Program, and this one was programmed and approved for the fiscal years of 2019 through 2022. Today we'll go over all of the counties in the Atlanta District. We will also review the basics of what the rural TIP is and what it means to revise the rural TIP. While we won't go over all of the projects already included in Atlanta's Archetype, we will cover the revision that we're proposing in May and discuss the limits and details of the projects that we are adding. We would like to discuss why it is important for you to be here today with us and why we appreciate that you are. Once you have an understanding of all of this, you will have the opportunity to review the projects in the Atlanta District that we've included in the May 2020 revision. And lastly, we will discuss how to share comments you may have concerning these projects. So, real quick, let's stop for a second. We know everyone took time of their day to be here and to tune in, and we appreciate it. As such, we want you to have something to share with your family and friends that can serve to keep them safe and healthy. These challenging times remind us that we play a vital role in the health of our families, community, state, and country. The number one thing that you can do while you're social distancing as much as possible is wash your hands. This virus is a protein that's covered in a fatty layer that protects the virus and keeps it active. If you can destroy that protective layer, you can kill the virus. Warmth and heat can break down fat, and washing your hands with hot, warm water while rubbing them together can break down the protective layer and therefore protect you. So please wash your hands for at least 20 seconds while using warm water and soap. This has been proven to be the best way to protect yourself. The spread of the word. Please spread this word and let your families and friends know washing their hands. As a reminder, if you're online, can you please mute your phone? We are having a little bit of feedback. Thank you. So, this is the Atlanta District. These are the boundaries. The Atlanta District covers 9 counties, as shown in the map. Projects included in the 2019-2022 rural TIP are located in Bowie County, Cass County, Marion County, Harrison County, and Panola County, Morris County, Titus County, Camp County, and Upshur County. So, what is the rural TIP? The Rural Transportation Improvement Program is a list of local projects funded in the TxDOT district over a 4-year period. This means that all the projects included in the list are expected to be underway within 4 years following its approval. These are the projects that you can expect to go to contract in the near future. The rural TIP is multimodal, which means that it includes projects relating not only to highways, but bicycle and pedestrian facilities, transit services, and freight projects, as well as preliminary studies used to define those projects. The rural TIP is meant to show regional agreement on the need and priority of a transportation project, so all parties involved can be sure they are making the best investment for the community. It is also expected to be consistent with the projects and objectives included in the regional long-range transportation plans to ensure that all agencies are working toward the same goal. The rural TIP is part of the statewide Transportation Improvement Program, also known as the SIP. Because the program is required by federal law, no project can receive federal funding unless it is listed in the rural TIP. We are currently working under the 2019-2022 rural TIP. The rural TIP functions as a budget list for the district. As such, it is fiscally constrained. Like the budget of a household, the rural TIP has to be realistic about the amount of money available to cover all the needs. Frequently, we identify more improvements than we have money to implement. This means prioritizing according to those items that are most necessary. We've discussed the list, but where is the money coming from? Funds can come from three main sources: the federal government, TxDOT, or local government. So when it comes from the federal government, there's the establishment of Moving Ahead for Progress in the 21st Century, also known as MAP 21 to us. The federal government allocates these funds through the processes established by the Federal Highway and Transit Administration. When it comes to TxDOT, like the federal government, TxDOT also allocates a section of our budget for these projects through the Unified Transportation Program, also known as the UTP, in its 12 funding categories. Like I said, it can also come from local government. And once the need has been identified and the amount of federal money has been defined, the rural TIP helps local governments assess the funding requirements to match those of the federal and state government and their capacity to meet them. So how does the rural TIP impact you? It is important for you to participate because funding secured by this process is intended to address your community's most immediate needs. By reviewing and providing input on updates for your program, you are, 1, having a regional impact, 2, helping us to be more effective with your money, and 3, ensuring that we are investing where we should. So now we cover what the RTIP is. What is a revision to the RTIP? So quarterly, each district will reevaluate project selection for district projects that lie outside of our MPO areas. MPOs are areas known as metropolitan planning organizations that are formed in urban areas greater than 50,000 in population. In the Atlanta district, we have the Texarkana MPO and the Longview MPO. And they'll have their own 4-year plans. So if we have projects in those areas, they'll be covered in their MPO TIP. If projects are outside of our MPO areas, they're covered in our RTIP. They're both 4-year programs. If projects need to be moved out of the 4-year program and added to the 4-year program, or have changes involving funding or limits, a revision to the 4-year program needs to take place. May is an established time for Atlanta to make a revision to our RTIP. We're proposing only to add 2 projects this time. There were 2 projects in our district that have recently been selected for funding through the statewide Transportation Alternatives Program. These projects should be designed and ready to let the contract within the time frame of our 2019-2022 RTIP program. So, now that I've described what the revision will entail, I would like to introduce you to the 2 projects that we're proposing to add to our rural RTIP. There's one project that's in Bowie County, and if you will, I'll describe it on the chart, and then the next screen you'll see it on the map, and it'll make a little more sense. Our project number is also known as our CSJ, is 091919083. The highway here is various, and you'll see on the map it goes down different streets, or the proposed project goes down different streets. The approximate length is 0.950 miles. The limits from and to include the streets that they're going to go down, so North and South Elm Street, Front Street, West Line Drive, and Ellis Street. And the description of work is to construct sidewalks along these streets. Construct a sidewalk along South Elm Street, North Elm Street, West Line Drive, Northeast Front Street, and North Ellis Street to include accessible curb ramps, pedestrian crossings, and a pedestrian bridge. The cost of this project is going to be $942,158, and we hope to let its contract in 2022. So now let's look at the map. If you're looking at this map, north is oriented at the top of the map. The legend, the red that you see on the map, are the proposed sidewalks. This is in the city of New Boston, and CSJ is 091919083. 083. And as you can see from the description I gave earlier and what you can see on this map, the sidewalk is proposed to go along South Elm Street, North Elm Street, West Line Drive, Northeast Front Street, and North Ellis Street. Not only will it include sidewalks, but there'll be curb ramps, pedestrian crossings, and a pedestrian bridge. And on to project number 2. We also have a project in Harrison County. This project's number, the CSJ, is 0919-03064. The highway is Cider Lane. Of course, the county is in Harrison. The length is 0.372 miles. The limits are from US 80 to Cal Young Road. And the description of work is to construct a shared use path for bicycle and pedestrian use along Cider Lane from US 80 to Cal Young Road. The cost is $915,534, and it will let in the year 2022. Let's look at the map. So this is a map of the city of Hallsville, or part of it, and north is at the top, as you can see. The red line in this case is a proposed shared use path. The path goes from US 80 along Cider Street, all the way across Cal Young Road, into a sidewalk system at the Hallsville Hospital. And if you'll notice, the red line is on the west side of the road. That is where the shared use path is supposed to be. So, now that you're familiar with the program and the revision that we're proposing, we want to hear what you think. Go ahead and fill out a comment card and mail it to the address on the screen. Or you can also email your comments to katie.martin@TxDOT.gov. Comments must be postmarked or otherwise received by April 20th, 2020. Please make sure to send your comments on or before that date. That's all for today. If you'd like more information or have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to the email on the screen. Remember, you can view or print out the maps and the real estate pages using the links on the website. Discuss this information with your friends and family. Just remember to remind them if they want to make comments, please send their comments in on or before April 20th, 2020. Thank you for your time, and please stay healthy and safe. We will leave the comment area of the WebEx open for comments if you'd like to submit comments that way, or even reach out verbally through the WebEx itself. We will stay online until then, and I'll be here in case anybody needs anything or to answer any questions, and we sure appreciate you all tuning in. And thank you very much.